So yeah, beautiful people, it's your mentor, the JP here, and welcome to Monday Market Breakdown session where we are going to be actually reviewing the analysis that we had last week, and then we are going to be focusing on the current ones, which means we are just going to be updating them, right? Talking about the reason why we feel some of the trades, and then the reason why we should actually take some of the trades that are coming, right? And then kindly make sure that you hit that like button, you subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that every single time I drop, you can be notified. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if you want to be updated with the analysis, make sure that you go in the description section right now and you join the free Telegram group so that you can receive the analysis in the free Telegram group and you can also be updated on some of the things that I'll be doing. Other than that, I'm wishing you guys nothing but a profitable week, and let's get into this video.
So yeah, guys, let's start with our analysis for today. Last week we had analysis on gold and US30. So I'm just gonna be explaining what really happened. And I think I've actually mentioned this thing previously on some of the video on the first two videos that actually I've posted on the past few weeks that for US30, the reason why US30 actually ended up what we call this thing pushing to the downside like this, and then the reason why gold actually didn't respect some of the setups that we had, right? So now moving on, I would firstly like us to start with gold, right? Gold has been on a bullish structure. Gold has been on a bullish structure. And we've been looking for buying opportunities from it, right? We've been looking for buying opportunities from it. As you guys can see here, that okay, price managed to take this high out here, which means we have what? We have a weak high, and then this will be what? This will be our low, right? So this means that okay, this will be what? Our strong low, meaning that okay, now we'll be looking forward to seeing price do what? We'll be looking forward to seeing price push to the upside because of it's maintaining a bullish structure, what? Momentum. As you guys can see, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then higher high. And then lows have been protected, and then highs are always being taken out. And as I've mentioned previously, that okay, one of the best ways and easy ways to approach price actually is by simply understanding the rules of impulse and correction. As you guys can see, impulse, correction, a big impulsive movement, which means you're looking for a correctional phase, then an impulsive movement to the upside, right? So now, what we have now is that, okay, we have a clean daily demand area here, right? We have a clean daily demand area here. This means that, okay, this is what we are going to be considering as our level of entry point. But if you go to a 16-hour time frame, you'll see that, okay, there's also another clean demand area here. So I'll be using this demand area here. And then since all this will be our demand area, this means that, okay, now this high here will be what? This high here will become what? A weak high. So which means that, okay, now we'll be looking for to see price taking out this higher high here. So now, since our price took this low out here, since our price didn't take this area out, this means that, okay, we have what? We have our temporary low within this area here. So which means price has to come and do what? Price has to come and take this temporary low out. Price has to come and take this temporary low out, right? Price has to come and take that temporary low out. You understand? So this means that, okay, at the moment, I'm not really sure. I'm one person, I don't like taking B setups, right? Which means these types of supply areas here, I'm not a fan of taking them. Why? Because of every single time, if you've backtested whatever that you're using, you'll definitely see that, okay, within this area of the market here, what happens is that we tend to have setups that fail most of the time, especially when you're looking for selling opportunities. Yes, the structure is bearish, but most of the time, I don't prefer actually to invest my time in taking these types of setup because of some of you end up being confused. You find yourself looking for selling opportunities here, find yourself looking for selling opportunities here. You can understand it's just a whole chaotic thing, right? So I prefer to go for most A setups, meaning that I'm looking forward to taking a buying opportunity on a buying trend. Looking forward to seeing myself taking a buying opportunity here on a buying trend, right? So this means that, okay, we're going to have our entry point here. We're going to have our entry point within this area here, right? We're going to have an entry point within this area here. Right? We're going to have an entry level here, and then we're going to have this area here as well as our as our stop loss, right? We can have this area here as our stop loss, meaning that we'll then be looking for this impulse to the upside. We're looking forward to seeing this impulse to the upside, right? We're looking forward to seeing price push to the upside, right? So this is what we're currently having. I believe that most of my overall analysis tend to hold more than my intraday analysis, because of with intraday we tend to look for more buying opportunities, and there's more noise made by price. So now moving down to US30, as you guys can see that okay, US30, like I said, US30 has been bullish also. We had our impulse correction, big impulsive movement, big correctional movement to come eliminate all the internal range liquidity. And then we have another big impulsive movement where price takes our high out, retraces back for a demand area, and then price took out all the internal range. So now we're looking forward to seeing price taking out all the internal range, push into a demand area so that we can be able to push to the upside. Why are we saying that? We're saying that because of we have now a big impulsive movement, and then now we have what? A big correctional phase to the downside. Right. So now what is it that we can see within the market? We can see that okay, price has managed to eliminate this high here. Price managed to eliminate this high here, right? Which means we're gonna have this area here as a temporary, not a temporary high, a weak high actually. We're gonna have this area here as our weak high, meaning that now our form of opportunities are gonna be found within this area here. This means that okay, we're going to be looking forward to taking our buying opportunities from this area, making this low here a temporary low. Right, this low here is going to be considered as our temporary low, and then this high here will be seen as what? This high here will be seen as what do you call this thing? As our high that needs to be eliminated, right? As our high that needs to be eliminated. But one thing that I don't want us to do, I don't want us to ignore the fact that okay, US30, what really happened last week, because we are looking for buying opportunities. Like I said on the previous sections of the videos that I came, if you take your Fibonacci from your low to your high, you'll then see that okay, price was what? Price was above the equilibrium phase of the market, which means price was at the premium area of the market, right? Price was at the premium area of the market, right? So when you're at the premium phase of the market, what is it that you experience? You should experience more selling pressure so that price can do what? Price can push it to the upside. So what we have here is we have surplus, right? We have surplus, which means that if we have surplus, price is forced to push to the downside. If you have shortage here, price is forced to be pushed to the upside, right? So now a quick example of premium and equilibrium in discounted phase of the market. Every single time you're on an uptrend and price is at the premium phase of the market, we tend to not look for any form of opportunities. Normally, people would like to take what do you call this thing? Your selling opportunities using either your change of character or whatever that you're going to be using, or shift of market structure, right? And then some would also prefer to take selling opportunities to the downside. Like I said, it's a personal preference. I do not prefer to take any form of opportunities within the market when price is just above the equilibrium phase of the market, which is at the premium area. I prefer to take my buying opportunities when the price is cheap at the discounted phase of the market, right? So now what is it that you're going to be having? You're going to be having an entry level here, having an entry level within the market here, entry level here. And then this means that okay, this will then become what? This will then become our stop loss level. This will then become what? Our stop loss level. This will then become what? This will then become our stop loss level. So this means that okay, now what we are going to be doing now is that we're going to be looking for this impulse to the upside, and then we're going to be having something like this on the setup, making this low here what? Our strong low, making this low here our strong low, right? Making this low here our strong low, right? So now let's come, like I'm gonna open a different US30, and then we should talk about what really happened within this area here. So let's just open a different US30. Right, let me just remove everything. Right, so what was really happening for the past few weeks is that if you switch maybe to a 3-hour time frame, what we saw was that okay, we had a demand area here, right? We had a demand area here, I think on an hour time frame or something, on an hourly time frame or something. We had a demand area here that we're looking for to see price impulse to the upside, right? We're looking for to see price impulse to the upside. But you can see that okay, with the impulsive movement to the upside, price failed to do what? To actually eliminate this high. Price to actually fail to do what? actually eliminate this high. So this was roughly run about, let me check for those of you guys that took the trade. This was roughly run about, let's see, this was a clean 10R. This was a clean 12R actually. We took a 12R on this trade. This was a 12R trade, right? So now what happened now is that, okay, price did what? Price then came to respect this area here, right? Price came to respect the supply area there, found, because most of you guys saw it. I believe that most of you guys saw that supply area that was sleeping here. But most of you guys know that you're looking forward to using this supply area here. Most of you guys are looking forward to using this. You're looking forward to using this supply area here. As you guys can see that, okay, price tapped into it. I'm not gonna lie and say that, okay, I took the entry point or anything. I wasn't part of the trade, right? Because I was looking forward to seeing price eliminate that area. But yeah, it happens because I was looking for a continuation pattern. And then that's when I actually realized that, okay, you know what? The best way to actually go about this thing is to mainly do what? Focus mainly on doing what? On the overall structure. Because of after journaling, I've realized that, okay, most of the time I lose most of my trade because of what? I tend to look for B setups, right? Most of the time, if I look for B setups, I tend to have hopes on these types of setup where I believe that, okay, price will come and eliminate this area. While if you check on the A setup that we've had this first A setup here, we've had this first A setup here, right? And then we've had another A setup here instead. So this shows that, okay, if I go for most of my A setup, price has a tendency of respecting them. But most of the time when I go for my B setups, I lose them. For example, another thing that I've also realized is scaling, right? If you find me scaling within the market, sometimes you realize that, okay, I take most of my losses when I do what? When I scale, right? But when I take the main entry point, that's where I'm able to do what? To identify and see my strength. You understand? So yeah. So those are the two setups that we have for the week, guys. These are the two setups that we have so far for the week, which is gold, and we currently have US30. So comment down below if you have any other types of shade that you'd like me to analyze for you. Other than that, make sure that you join the free group below so that you can be updated on these types of setups. And then make sure that you create and subscribe on, what do you call this thing? The link on my Discord, not the Discord, the description session for a recommended broker for trading strictly gold, right? It has the best contract sizes for gold. And yeah, other than that, wishing you guys nothing but a profitable week and see you guys on the next phase.